There's a Greek myth that this series is based on about Pandora. Pandora was in the Greek myth, I don't believe in the Greek myth, just to be clear, but in this Greek myth, Pandora is the first woman ever created, kind of like Eve. And she's imbued by the gods with beauty and with music and with powers of persuasion, and she's given by Zeus a box. A sealed or locked box. It's an urn or a box, depending on which version of the story you're hearing. And she was told under no circumstances are you to open this box. But of course, her curiosity gets the best of her, and she opens the box. And as she opens the box, this flood, they come out like bugs that just spread out across the earth. And this is where disease, according to the myth, and death and anger and war and rape and murder and temptation and anger and all these things come and fill the earth. And she's let it out. There's no way to get it back in the box. There's no way. But there's one thing in the box she wasn't anticipating. One last item. Hope. Hope's in the box. And I gotta tell you, it sounds good, but it's kind of lame. What am I supposed to do with it? It's so vague. It's just hope. Just things will get better. No, they won't. Look what I've just unleashed. You can see the parallels between the Pandora story and the Adam and Eve story. Literally, Adam and Eve's temptation was Pandora's box opening, right? And it spread throughout the earth, and now we got to deal with it. But this hope piece. See, God standing back and watching all of this happen, watching sin radiate through the earth and Satan taking control of things through our sin and all of this darkness ruining this beautiful creation he created. He didn't just go, oh, well, that sucks. Hey, you know what, though? Here's some hope. Don't spend it all in one place. You know what he did? There's a plan. And at some point, I don't know if it exactly, probably didn't take place quite like this, but Jesus looked at his Father and says, you know what? I'm going in. I'm going in. I've got to go in. Because just going, hey, have hope isn't enough. That hope has to take shape. That hope has to be manifest somehow. And Jesus said, I will embody that hope. So what did Jesus do? He laid aside all his divinity, right? His rights as God, his power. He said, I'm just going to live as a human. He was fully God, but he said, I'm going to be fully human. Why did he have to become human? Because humans are uniquely designed to manifest spiritual realities. So he said, I will be that perfect human. And I will live the perfect life. None of these people can live. So they're all sin factories. They're making it worse, making it worse. I will go put boots on the ground, and I will begin immediately to manifest the glory and the power and the beauty of your kingdom, Father. I'm going to live this perfect life. And he did it. And through him, miracles and raising from the dead and demons cast out. Darkness is pushing back. And then it realized what was going on. So we can't allow this to continue. And so what happened? The powers of darkness conspire to have Jesus killed, but they don't realize it's part of the plan. Because Jesus then absorbs the full weight of all this spiritual death and darkness. It's like their best shot. They load their cannons. It's like for the Star Trek films, right? Fire everything! And Jesus goes, have at her. He takes the full blow of your sin and my sin and every bit of death and darkness, every ounce of it in all of creation, and it kills him on that cross because he sacrifices himself. And the enemy thinks he's won. But 3 days later, Jesus rises up and says, I have defeated death. I've defeated the power of sin. I've defeated the devil. I've defeated darkness. And then he rises from the dead. He keeps rising. 40 days later, he ascends to the right hand of God, seated far above all rule and power and authority, the power of sin, all of that. And he says, if you put your faith in me, I will come and I will fill you with myself. I will redeem you, and then my spirit will manifest through your spirit, and you can start to do the very same things that I was doing. boots on the ground.